Foundations crew, we're going to talk about the deadlift, do a little review to make sure you guys are all brushed up on your points of performance. All right, we got Dave here. First thing I want to talk about before he even picks up the bar is this hinging motion. Something that's overlooked with a lot of athletes, a very difficult movement that we really want you guys to get down from the start. So the hinge happens at the hips. He is going to press his hips back and let his arms just kind of hang at his sides. Go a little bit deeper. Good. The angle here really allows us to get power. If his hands go together, that would be a kettlebell swing. If they would go here, this would be a deadlift or a clean. If they go out, that would be a snatch. All of these movements coincide with this very important hip hinge. Go ahead and stand. The common mistake we see is knees going forward. So if the knees go forward, now we have a muted hip that's kind of upright, and we can get very little power out of that. Go ahead, back up. Universal resting position when you're tired is just kind of breaking and putting your hands on your knees. This is a good way to think of it. His back's in a good position. Maybe I adjust his shoulders a little bit by kind of pinching them together, but he has that hip hinge, and that's really what we're looking for. Go ahead and stand. Now I'm gonna have him grab the bar. Good. If we started the deadlift from the top at our waist, the first thing I would want Dave to focus on would be a nice tight core and bringing those shoulders back. Now, not shoulders back so we kind of arches out in this awkward position, just shoulder blades pinched together, core is nice and tight, barbell starting at his waist, feet are in under his hips. The next thing he's gonna do is push back into that hinge position, and I'm gonna stop him just above his knee. Good, and hold there. Should be fairly easy to hold this position. What I'm looking for is shoulders over the bar. That means he has a good hip hinge. If he were to bring his knees forward, now his shoulders are behind the bar, his back is still flat, but now he has very little power in this position, and he's not grabbing on those hamstrings and glutes like we want. So pull his knees back, that's what we're looking for, and go ahead and stand back up. So that first hinge we'll practice a lot, something very easy for you to practice at home. Next thing, he's gonna go down to below his knee, maintaining that good hinge position, and then carry that weight all the way down to mid-shin. From here, shoulders are still over the bar, and notice how this bar travels in a straight line. Good, bring that bar straight back up. Good. So something we're looking to avoid is bringing the knees forward and having that bar go around the knees, creating kind of a loop. So this is forward, around the knees. You can see it was kind of like this big C, and then forward and back around. Try to pull your knees out of the way while you have that hinge. Good. In this mid-shin position, go down, hold mid-shin. A big thing as a coach that we're looking for is that back position. So we have his shoulders in front of the bar, we have a good hinge. If he were to lose his core stability right here, his back would start to round. Doesn't look good, it is bad, we want to stay away from that position. This is where we want to be. Go ahead and stand. Bringing that bar back to upright. Notice he is tight position, his shoulders back, he's not overarching. He's working hard to keep that core in a nice neutral position. So, hinge position, very important. Bar path, very important. Dave's gonna do one more for us. Really good rep. Notice that bar traveling straight, pauses at mid-shin, stands using his hamstrings and glutes with that good hip hinge. We'll continue to hammer this, but please refer back to this video if you need any work on that hinging movement.